If you've been wondering if you picked the right major or if you have the skills to succeed after you graduate, then this is for you.
On this episode of Pete's Corner, we're giving you the ultimate college survival guide.
Welcome back to Pete's Corner, the place to go for all news cowboy related. I'm Alex Dusky.
And I'm Emily Wickman. On this episode, we'll be covering all the majors Oklahoma State University has to offer.
Discovering your passions within your major can be challenging, but at Pete's Corner, we're here to help you uncover all the tips you need to get the most out of your experience at OSU.
One of the best ways to determine if your major is right for you is by looking into any activities that your major offers that provides any training for any potential careers in your field. Alex, I'm sure you can back me up when I say that the School of Media and Strategic Communications does a great job of preparing their students that are interested in news reporting by giving them hands-on experience with the news station at DeLeo.
Absolutely. The DeLeo gives students the opportunity to learn more about reporting, anchoring, and even the technical side of things, and it just gives students a good idea of what to expect when they work inside a news station. After I toured the School of Media and Strategic Communications and saw how passionate the students were for their majors and how well trained they were for this industry, I knew that this was the right major for me.
It's so great to see all the resources that our school provides us to help students determine their path and set them up for success.
With wrapping up our midterm exams and being halfway done with the fall 2020 semester, students are wondering how to get the most out of their majors before they graduate.
Through several organizations on campus, college students are learning why a career in accounting would be best for them.
Here at Pete's Corner, we took a look into how students majoring in accounting are succeeding in their major and wanting to help others succeed as well.
The accounting major in Spears School of Business has many opportunities for students to see if this career field is meant for them. Peyton Smith and Alicia Cornelius have gained knowledge and a deep perspective within their time as accounting majors.
I saw that accountants had a stable position through the pandemic, and I also had a friend who had been there for me personally, who was pursuing accounting, and she was able to share her experiences with me, and that is really what drove me to choose accounting.
Peyton Smith started off as an international business student her freshman year and switched over to accounting after realizing it was a better fit for her.
Some other things that have really helped push me along in my major is connecting with those professors and developing those soft skills when preparing for interviews or internships.
Alicia Cornelius, the Digital Communications Committee Chair for Spears Ambassadors, says the older students that have gone before her have helped guide her through being an accounting major.
There are a lot of really hard assignments, there are a lot of really hard tests, there are a lot of really hard classes, but you really just kind of have to push through it, and it's very helpful to know that there are older accounting students who have made it through before you, just having somebody to look up to. But you really have to kind of make the decision yourself, I'm going to be driven, I'm going to get through this, I'm going to make it happen for myself.
Making connections with students and professors in the Spears School of Business helps accounting majors when applying for leadership positions and internships.
And I'm a Spears student ambassador, so that's kind of just interacting with prospective students, telling them about why I chose Spears, why I love Spears, and just kind of walking them through the application process and everything that comes with being a new student on campus.
Getting involved on campus can be intimidating, but the accounting students and faculty are ready to help you find your place. For Pete's Corner, I'm Kelsey Howsam.
Thanks, Kelsey. It's so encouraging to see the Spears School of Business giving their students the right tools to create a successful cowboy future. Another area here at OSU that's filled with resources and ways to succeed is elementary education. Taya Sappington gives us a better look at how OSU is preparing our future educators.
Elementary education at Oklahoma State University is a major for students interested in teaching any class from 1st grade to 8th grade. Students in this major have to prepare to teach math, science, language arts, and social studies. One highlight of elementary education at OSU is the Excel program. OSU collaborates with Stillwater Public Schools to help students get an early start on their student teaching experience. The program places students in a public school classroom for 3 full days per week. After being partnered with expert classroom teachers, the students return to campus for classes that teach them different learning methods. These classes prepare them to teach all kinds of students, such as non-English speaking students and students with learning disabilities. Lily Wicker, a senior in elementary education, says one of the biggest factors in her success was utilizing on-campus resources.
OSU also offers a tutoring center, the Lasso Center, and it helped me in a lot of my classes, and it's free, so I definitely recommend it to other people.
OSU is also able to bring students of this major together through various organizations and clubs, such as the Elementary Educators of Tomorrow and the Childhood Education Club. Elementary school teacher Lori Stever says these clubs are super important, and the services offered on campus are great tools as well.
Like the Lasso Center, the Writing Center will help you with upper level classes, and I think it's just an important resource for any student to take advantage of.
The academic tools and opportunities OSU offers might be what make the elementary education program successful. Not only is it approved by the National Council for Accreditation of Teacher Education, but it graduates more national board-certified teachers than any other institution in the state. For Pete's Corner, I'm Taya Sappington.
Where were you born? It's a question asked all the time, because where you're from shapes who you are, inspires how you do things. And when that inspiration comes from a place this refreshing, this majestic, well, you get the idea. Coors Light, born in the Rockies.
Welcome back to Pete's Corner. I'm Alex Dusky.
And I'm Emily Wickman. Up next on our College Survival Guide, we get advice from students who are ready to change lives all over the world.
To hear what the School of Global Studies and Partnerships has to offer, our reporter Piper Reese spoke with students and faculty from the department. Here's a story.
Have you ever thought of traveling the world after college? Maybe you want to solve global problems. The School of Global Studies and Partnerships offers 4 different graduate programs and prepares students to work in multinational companies, state departments, and embassies abroad. Terrence Field is a graduate student studying public diplomacy and communications. He joined the program due to a friend's recommendation.
He invited me to meet with some of the professors and some of the staff in the School of Global Studies. I met with them. I really liked them.
Field says that when he finishes his program, he wants to be a diplomat for the State Department and sent overseas. COVID-19 has made it very difficult for those to travel around the world. According to the CDC, there are countries across the world that are at high risk of COVID-19. Countries like Germany, Ecuador, and Uzbekistan, and several others. But that hasn't stopped students from pursuing a career internationally. Dr. Jamie Fullerton is the Director of Academic Programs within the School of Global Studies. She says one of the biggest tips that she would give to students thinking about going into the program is utilizing resources on campus, like the Writing Center.
So our international students use the Writing Center a lot, and I highly recommend it if you're writing a paper. You may know the topic and the subject, but it's very important to, especially if English isn't your first language, to make sure you have somebody proofread it.
What has been most helpful for Fields during graduate school is his professors.
If you don't understand something, or if you don't grasp the concept of what they taught that day, just reach out to them and ask them to explain it, to go into further detail.
How will you change the world? For Pete's Corner, I'm Piper Reese.
Thanks, Piper.
Ever dreamed of opening up your own restaurant or working in tourism? Hospitality, tourism, and management is one major that several students call their home at OSU. Ellen Slater has the story.
The School of Hospitality and Tourism Management is a major at OSU that is unique to any other. They host a chef event 4 times a year, a wine forum every other year, and a craft beer forum the years in between. The school ranks nationally against other hospitality schools every year and has a reputation for creating successful students.
I mean, you get everything in our program that most places, they'll just have you write a paper. You're actually hands-on doing all these things. Nobody, there's a reason why we're in the top 10, every year for so many years. You could go into become a food and beverage director with this degree. You could become a restaurant manager. You could be a general manager of a hotel or resort. You could become a chef. You could become a food and beverage director in a hotel. Become an event planner. You could go into tourism. You could become a health inspector. It's unbelievable how many jobs you can get with this degree.
Mallory King is taking me behind the scenes of what it's like to be a Taylor's at TA, and we're going to get a little feel for what a normal school day as a hospitality major at OSU is all about. Let's go.
Mallory showed me Taylor's, a student-led fine dining restaurant where the restaurant operation lab is held. This is one of 2 restaurants on campus that HTM students get to run.
Our classes are really important, but the hands-on experience that we get is just as important.
Getting involved is an important part of the HTM experience and is what makes the major what it is for so many of the students.
You're wanting to have the kind of job that's not just a regular 9-to-5 in an office. HTM will set you up to get to do really cool hands-on things. I'm just very grateful to be part of the program, and I try to take every opportunity I can take advantage of, I do to stay involved and get the best out of it.
For Pete's Corner, I'm Ellen Slater.
Thanks, Ellen.
When we come back, we'll hear about what opportunities students have in the colleges of agriculture and animal sciences.
The deli department at Homeland is Oklahoma's headquarters for party trays. Enjoy the time with family and friends at your next event, and let your neighborhood Homeland create the perfect fruit, deli, or cheese tray for you. The party planners at Homeland will help you choose the perfect party food, sized just right for your guests. Call us, stop in, or order online, and we'll make it ready for pickup on your schedule. Make your next party special with a party tray from your neighborhood Homeland.
Good to be home, Homeland.
Love these things. Hilarious. Sorry, force of habit.
As long as you are you, it's Miller time.
Hi, it's Sam at Louis Grill and Bar, here to introduce our new menu items from south of the border. Come try our new Poblano chicken tacos, or the ever-popular Sriracha shrimp tacos. At Louis, where you come for the food, but stay for the fun.
Welcome back to Pete's Corner. We've covered a lot of undergraduate academics in this episode. Next, we'll take a look at OSU's largest major, animal science.
When it comes to animal science, it's more than just being a vet. Katie Pelzel has the story.
Animal science is one of the largest departments on campus. There are 8 different tracks that a student can take within animal science. Pre-vet is a well-known track, but business is another option offered. Stephanie Kripp is a sophomore that switched to animal science business from pre-vet because of a mental health activism project in her president's leadership class.
I didn't have a passion anymore for taking care of other people's animals. I wanted to actually make a difference in people's lives. And when I'm done with my career and I retire or am just done with it, I want to have made more of a difference than just like working on people's animals. I wanted to make a difference on the industry that I love so much.
When she decided to switch to the business track, Stephanie says her leadership mentor and professors were there to help with the change. Students are encouraged to come in and speak with professors, counselors, and peer mentors whenever they need to.
In the Student Success Center, which we also call the Fishbowl, we have several student coordinators that are on staff through there.
The college provides a lot of opportunities for students to develop leadership and networking skills in a hands-on environment, regardless of their track. Students can do undergraduate research, work for the university, join a judging team, or participate in one of the many student organizations. Through all of these, students are able to get the most out of their education and decide where their concentration is.
Definitely taking those classes and exploring like your different options and making sure you truly want to stay in that concentration because it's such a broad subject.
The opportunities, resources, and mentorship from the college guide students to find their true passion in animal science. For Pete's Corner, I'm Katie Pelzo.
Thanks, Katie. Anybody interested in animal science can take a tour of the 15 farms or research facilities around campus.
We've heard a lot of great tips today for students who have chosen their majors, but what about those who are undecided? Marcus Trevino went to the College of Education and Human Sciences to check that out.
Many students come to college because they know they want to further their education, but they aren't quite sure which path they want to follow. This is especially common at state schools like OSU. For those students who don't quite know what they want to do, the College of Education and Human Sciences is here for service-minded people. The College of Education, Health, and Aviation merged with Human Sciences this year, and it couldn't be a more appropriate partnership as every aspect of this school deals with one common idea: helping people. The college offers over 100 academic programs, but the three most popular by far are nutritional sciences, child and family services, and early education. The Nutritional Sciences Department helps set up a variety of careers for students in the healthcare field, from one who wants to be a personal trainer to one who wants to get into medical school. Garner Santiago says he's studying nutritional sciences because he thinks it's important to educate people on how they can live healthier lives.
Stuff like going to school every single day, forcing kids to sit in desk all day. I don't know, I just think it sets a bad example for pretty much everybody. And simply by exercising, you're pretty much, you're giving people the mindset that you can pretty much overcome these issues.
Students interested in child and family services can study here to become a counselor, therapist, or work with people who have developmental disabilities, both young and old. Cecilia Nieto is the single mother of a child with special needs. She says it's important to have a therapist for her son.
Therapy is very beneficial to children that have special needs because it provides a type of teacher for them that can help broaden the way they interpret the world. For example, my son Milo has a speech delay, and he is currently enrolled in speech therapy, where she is focusing on helping him learn how to communicate his wants and needs, such as needing food or wanting more of something.
It's perfectly normal to be undecided on a college major. It may be the most impactful choice a person makes in their early life. For those people that don't know what they want to do, the College of Education and Human Sciences is here for people to connect with others, create stronger communities, and build a better society. For Pete's Corner, I'm Marcus Trevino.
Thanks, Marcus. With all the great programs in each department and the current faculty of Oklahoma State always looking for new resources to bring to campus, current students and future Cowboys are sure to have great futures ahead of them. Join us next week as we learn about prominent women in Oklahoma. For Pete's Corner, I'm Alex Dusky.
And I'm Emily Wickman. See you next week.